but I do have a couple of questions that I would like to ask the 20 most senior members of the Congressional Black Caucus. I do have a couple of questions I would like to ask the 20 most senior members of the Congressional Black Caucus. Question number one. When Barack Obama pushed through that $700+ billion Economic Recovery Act in 2009, I have a question to the Congressional Black Caucus. When Barack Obama when President Obama pushed that $700+ billion Economic Recovery Act to bail out Wall Street in 2009, did you all ask for a portion of that money to go directly to the black community? I need to know the answer to this. I need to know the answer to this. Congressional Black Caucus, I'm asking you, when Obama bailed out the billionaires on Wall Street, when Obama bailed out the billionaires on Wall Street, did you ask for some of that money to come to your constituents and all of Black America? Because although you represent a particular jurisdiction, you speak for all Black people. Although you represent a particular jurisdiction, you speak for all Black people. Did y'all ask Obama to give some of that money to the Black community? That's my first question. My second question. When I look at your ages, and I'm very respectful, African culture, we respect our elders, but we also understand that the old man is for counsel, the young man is for war. The old man is for counsel, the young man is for war. The old woman is for counsel, the young woman is for war. The old woman is for counsel, the young woman is for war. So my question to the members of the Congressional Black Caucus, can you honestly tell Black America? Can you honestly look at us in our faces and tell the 50 million Africans in America that at 84 years old, 83 years old, 75 years old, 81 years old, 86 years old, 75 years old, 74 years old, 74 years old, 72 years old, 80 years old, 68 years old, 75 years old, 76 years old, 74 years old, 77 years old, 74 years old, 70 years old, 57 years old, 67 years old, 47 years old, with the exception of Congresswoman Yvette Clarke of Brooklyn and Congressman Andre Carson of Indianapolis, with the exception of Congresswoman Yvette Clarke of Brooklyn and Congressman Andre Carson of Indiana, the youngest person is 67 and the next youngest person is 74. 74 years old. My question to my elders of the Congressional Black Caucus, and I'm being respectful, can you honestly say that at that age, you still have the fight and the courage and the energy and the tenacity to effectively represent and advocate for Black people in America? I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. And my next question to the Congressional Black Caucus, how many Black millionaires have you made in your 30 years, 25 years, 20 years, 15 years of being on the Congressional Black Caucus? I'm going to ask you again. How many black businesses have you personally created with federal resources for the black people that you represent? I'm asking you a serious question. I am not disrespecting my elders. I'm looking for clarity. Y'all, Maxine Waters, you've been there 31 years. Eleanor Holmes Norton, 31 years. Sanford Bishop, 28 years. James Clyburn, 28 years. Eddie Johnson, 28 years. Bobby Rush, 28 years. Robert Cortez Scott, 28 years. Bernice Thompson, 28 years. Sheila Jackson Lee, 26 years. How many black businesses have you created in your district for our people? I'm not asking you about culturals. I'm not asking you about the Rainbow Gang. I'm not asking you about women. I'm not asking you about black people. How many black businesses in 30 years you have created in your district? I'm asking for clarity, brothers and sisters. I'm asking for clarity. This is why we're building the Bishop Turner National Independent Black Political Movement. This is why we're building the Bishop Turner National Independent Black Political Movement. If you want to run or if you want to help out, if you want to run for a U.S. congressional seat, if you want to challenge respectfully one of the elders, if you think you got what it takes to represent black folks at the most powerful government on the face of the earth, if you think you have what it takes, email btnibpm@yahoo.com. btnibpm@yahoo.com, brothers and sisters, if you believe you got what it takes. My next question. Let's put age to the side. Let's put 74 years old and up. Let's put that to the side for a minute. Let's put that to the side for a minute. Most of you have been here 20 to 30 years. I'm asking a question. Most Congressional Black Caucus members have been there 20 to 30 years. Do you not think somebody else deserves a chance right now? Do you not think someone younger than you deserves a chance? I'm not saying you did a bad job, but if you've been there for 20 years, if you've been there for 25 years, you've been there for 28 years, you've been there for 30 years, do you not think it's time to give a younger African a chance to represent our people in your congressional district? I have another question. I have another question. I have another question. I'm noticing that most of you came in together. Many of you came in together in the 1990s. Most of you came into Congress in the 1990s. Let's look at it. 1991, Maxine Waters. 93, Sanford Bishop. 93, James Clyburn. 93, Eddie Johnson. 93, Bobby Rush. 93, Robert Scott. 93, Benny Thompson. 95, Sheila Jackson Lee. 97, Danny Davis. 98, Gregory Meeks. 98, Barbara Lee. Can I ask you a question? How did all y'all come in together at the end of the George Bush Sr. presidency and the beginning of the Bill Clinton presidency? Y'all came in right in the end of Bush and the beginning of Clinton. So you came in at the end of the CIA drugs of the 1980s, in the beginning of the Joe Biden, Bill Clinton crime bill, in the beginning of the Joe Biden, Bill Clinton crime bill. So my next question to my Congressional Black Caucus. Did you oppose or did you vote for the 1994 Bill Clinton crime bill? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you tell me you voted for the 1994 Bill Clinton crime bill, Representative Waters, I need to know if you voted. Eleanor Holmes Norton, you didn't get a vote, but I need to know if you supported it. Sanford Bishop, you was there. James Clyburn, you was in office. Eddie Johnson, you was in office. Bobby Rush, you was in office. Robert Scott, you was in office. Benny Thompson, you was in office. Did you all vote for the Bill Clinton crime bill or did you shoot it down? Because if y'all voted for 3 strikes and you're out, if y'all voted for mandatory minimum sentences, if y'all voted for 3 strikes and you're out, and y'all voted for mandatory minimum sentencing, no disrespect, you might have to go. Because that means you co-signed the most criminal mass incarceration law against black people in the history of the United States of America. I can forgive you, but I will also have to remove you from office. I can forgive you because you are my elders, but you got to go. If you supported the Bill Clinton crime bill of 1994, you have to go. Can I ask you another question? What have any of you done in DC or at home to stop black children being victimized by special education? Because special education is a federal law. So what have you done to improve special ed for black children? What have you done to bring more black teachers into the schools? What have you done to bring more black men into the school? What have you done about police reform in your state or for the nation? What have you done about gentrification in your state or for the nation? What have you done about economic justice in your state or for the nation? And I have another question. I have another question for my Congressional Black Caucus. School psychologist, sister, I need you to call me. Miss Mimi Joy, you're a school psychologist? You need to get at me, Miss Mimi Joy. I need you for National Independent Black Parent Association. I need you for the NIBPA, the National Independent Black Parent Association. Shoot me a text message, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Here's my other question for the Congressional Black Caucus. Did you approve of that response to President Biden's State of the Union address that the representative from Texas read on television after Biden's State of the Union address? Because that response, which purports to be from the Congressional Black Caucus, was a very docile, it was a very weak, it was a very House Negro type of a speech. He did not mention black people the whole speech. He didn't say one thing about black people's problems. But in that speech that I heard, you all said that you support him and that the speech was a good start. I need you to explain to me, Congressional Black Caucus, how was Joe Biden's State of the Union speech a good start? Maybe I missed something. How was Joe Biden's State of the Union address a good start when he mentioned everybody else except black people? He mentioned everybody else. And y'all said that y'all were proud of the president. Make sure you watch the Congressional Black Caucus official response to Joe Biden's State of the Union address. There was no mention by President Biden of the need for the Senate to pass the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill. And there was no mention by President Biden of the need for the U.S. Senate to pass the George Floyd Police Accountability Act. So I'm trying to find out how the Congressional Black Caucus can pat the president on the back when the president completely ignored black people during his State of the Union address. And then I want you to watch President Joe Biden's Black History Month program that was held the day before his State of the Union address. Make sure you go to YouTube and watch President Joe Biden's Black History Month celebration at the White House. Because when you watch President Joe Biden's Black History Month celebration at the White House, which took place on February the 28th, the day before the March 1st State of the Union address, you're going to notice something. And you know what you're going to notice? You're going to notice that he basically used the Black History celebration. President Joe Biden basically used the Black History Month celebration to appease the Congressional Black Caucus. So the next day, he didn't have to mention us at all because he already gave you Negroes some attention at the Black History program. Did y'all hear what I just said? Did y'all hear what I just said? President Joe Biden intentionally held the White House Black History Month program the night before the State of the Union address. And he used the Black History Month program as the opportunity to appease the Congressional Black Caucus. So the next day during his State of the Union address, he didn't have to mention black people at all. Everything he needed to say, he said it at the Black History Month program. He talked about Ketanji Brown Jackson, Snow Bunny. He talked about his black appointees. He talked about the John Lewis Voting Act and the Freedom to Vote Act. He said nothing about the George Floyd Police Accountability Act at the Black History program. And he said nothing about the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill at the Black History program. I'm trying to find out why Kamala Harris was so happy and so excited at the White House Black History Month program. Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, can you please explain to me why you were so happy at the Black History Month program when black people are catching hell all across this country? But he said we need to fund the police. He said, give the police more money so they could hire more white people in the black community to kill us. Give the police more money so they can hire more white people in the black community to come and kill us. And y'all of the Congressional Black Caucus are not saying anything about it. 5 things you need to do. You don't want to defund the police? No problem. But you know what you better do? Mandatory. The percentage of the police must represent the percentage of black people in that area. The percentage of police must represent the percentage of black people. That's how many black police you should have. If Philadelphia is 50% black, 50% of the police should not only be black, but should come from Philadelphia. Let people police their own neighborhood. Stop bringing outsiders in. Number 2, get rid of qualified immunity. Number 3, stop letting taxpayers pay for the police trial at court. They have to pay it themselves. Let the Fraternal Order of the Police pay that. In addition to that, you cannot be a police officer if you have ever been a member of a white hate group. You cannot be a police officer if you have ever been a member of a white hate group, and no trained mercenaries or special forces teams can be police in the black community. No mercenaries or special forces can be police in the black community. Absolutely not. Every black community must have a police oversight and review board. Every shooting, every police stop gets reviewed by black folks, and they have the power to dismiss a police officer who is not carrying out his business in a respectable manner in the black community. Brothers and sisters, I hate to say this, but I believe that the Congressional Black Caucus is composed of elders on purpose, because the white power structure knows they don't have to worry about black elders fighting back against the white power structure. So they want all of black congressmen and congresswomen to be elders. This is crazy. 74 years old is the youngest age. 74? 74, 80, 86, 83, 75. I'm not against my elders. I'm not against my elders, but brothers and sisters, when I see the ages of my elders, and when I see how long they've been in office, when I see the ages of my elders and I see how long they've been in office, I'm not comfortable with that. Y'all too comfortable, too complicit, too happy. Y'all just going in circles. Y'all just going in circles. If you only have to be 25 years old, if you only have to be 25 years old, if you only have to be 25 years old, then why is 74 the average age? If you only have to be 25, why is 74 the youngest age? Brothers and sisters, btnibpm@yahoo.com. btnibpm@yahoo.com. If you want to run for one of these U.S. House of Representative congressional seats, but I only ask that you have the courage, the commitment, the consistency, the creativity, the consciousness. We got to make some changes. Politics is only one strategy. That is not our whole solution. We know that we got to organize the black dollar in order to build real black power. We got to organize the black dollar in order to build real black power. We have to build our own institutions, our own schools, our own supermarkets, our own banks, our own hospitals and jobs and distribution and manufacturing. We need to have our own community patrol. We need to do this, brothers and sisters. The Black Wall Street movement is coming. FDMG is coming. NIBPA is coming. Team Pan-African is coming. Tunde University. For those of you who signed up to take my course of Pan-Africanism, for those of you who signed up to take my course in Pan-Africanism, for those of you who signed up to take my second course of Pan-Africanism, you will be hearing from me soon. You will be hearing from me soon. You will be hearing from me soon. Pluto return. Pluto is still at 27 degrees of Capricorn and will be until the day Harriet Tubman joined the ancestors, March the 10th. Say your prayers, do your libations, your meditations, your chants. Set your intentions for this revolutionary 2 years and 8 months that we got, brothers and sisters. That's why I'm doing this. The Bishop Turner National Independent Black Political Movement was born out of the Pluto return. I'm trying to do as much as I can to fix the problems we allowed to happen after our ancestors who fought against those problems went to the ancestors. I want to say congratulations and happy anniversary to my Ghanaian African brothers and sisters. Today, Ghana became the first post-colonial nation in Africa to gain independence, March the 6th of 1957. Today is also the anniversary of the release of my first book, Psychoacademic Holocaust. Today is also the birthday of Princess Saez, one of the first students to go on my inaugural Black College in Consciousness tour. Happy birthday, Saez. Happy birthday, Psychoacademic Holocaust. And happy Independence Day to my revolutionary Pan-African family in Ghana. BTNIBPM@yahoo.com. If you need to text me, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal for FDMG. I love y'all. Let's do this. Peace and Pan-Africanism.